So my name is Sushant. I'm a software engineer at Google. I have completed a master degree in computer science from IIT Bombay, and I have around 7 years of experience, both in software engineering and machine learning. Before going to any the algorithm or data structure interview, I think you should know all these by heart. These are basic data structures. These are of two types: linear and non-linear. Simple arrays, list, they all comes under linear data structures. Stacks and queue are just an extension of arrays with just some operation restricted, like you can't access element by index in stack and queues, but you can do that in arrays. A linked list is just arrays, but you can't access the element by index. But insertion and deletion operation is pretty easy in linked list, which is harder in arrays. So each data type has their uses and advantages and disadvantages. Also, in non-linear data type, you should be familiar with the trees, graphs. A table is you can call it a map also. So hash map is also an example of tables. These are some advanced data structure. They are kind of like a non-intuitive data structure. You will find that basic data structure are pretty intuitive. Once you got familiar with arrays, you will be easily understand what is linked list is, what stack is, what queue is. It's pretty easy to understand. But these data structure are kind of intuitive. So you have to go through the problem. You have to read them 2 or 3 times to understand what happening inside them and how they are reducing complexity. These data structures usually reduce complexity from quadratic to n log n. So advanced data structure involves disjoint data structures like a union find, a trie data structure which used for word recommendation, segment trees which used for finding minimum, maximum in a range minimum queries or range maximum queries where you have multiple queries. Penwidth tree is just an variant on segment tree is similar. Suffix tree is also an variation on segment trees, but they are used for different problems. There is one called suffix arrays used in string matching related problems. Kedar is asking a question: what edge corners and cases we should cover at least? If the input is integer based, you should cover 0 and infinite case, also negative cases. And depending on the problem, there should be some boundary cases that you think are useful if you cover that. And if the input is some different like string or anything else, you should try for like null cases